Tonight's headlines are brought to you in part by Coldwell Energy and McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Will the impeachment trial be held this week? The CNMI may have to wait for a court ruling. Also tonight, students think ahead of what they want to be when they grow up. And the hospital is calling all residents to get screened for cancer. In sports, kids, costumes, and a fun race. Stay with us, we have these stories and more next here on the Channel 2 News.
I have a phone. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on phone. I have a tablet. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on tab. I have a TV. I have a stick. Ooh, TV on stick. I want my streaming. I want my TV. Ooh, streaming TV.
Time to put down the sweet, lace up your sneakers, and hit the pavement. Join MVA, Governor Torres, Fit to Lead, CNMI, Tourism Month 5K Fun Run, May 14th, 6:30 a.m. on Beach Road. Participants will receive a free t-shirt. And are you ready to raffle? Stick around for raffles too. Register today at Marianas Visitors Authority Office, CNMI Office of the Governor, online at the MVA site. Marianas, it's time. We come together to get fit to lead. Proceeds will benefit Diabetes Coalition and Run SIPAC, sponsored by MVA, Office of the Governor, Tan Soo Lin Foundation. Fit to lead.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Wednesday, May 11th, 2022. The Senate will hold the impeachment hearing for Governor Ralph Torres this Friday, 10 a.m. at the Senate chamber. But concerned citizens are taking their complaint to court once more, requesting the court to grant a TRO on the hearing as soon as possible. Senator Paul Manglonia, along with CNMI citizens Patricia Guerrero and Bruce Jorgensen, filed a complaint against the Senate Republican majority this morning for violations of the Open Government Act and the Commonwealth Constitution. Senators Jude Hofschneider, Caro Neighbors, Victor Hukug, Francisco Cruz, Vinny Sablon, and Justo Kitagua are listed as the defendants. 6 causes of actions are filed that include violations of the Open Foreign Government Act, invalidity of the impeachment rules, breach of fiduciary duty, breach of constitutional duty, and deprivation of civil and constitutional rights. The plaintiffs are requesting the court to grant a temporary restraining order that will prohibit the defendants from proceeding with the impeachment trial that is scheduled for this Friday. As of press time, 2 associate judges have issued an order of self-recusal from the case, Judge Teresa Kim Tenorio and Judge Kenneth Govendo. Govendo states he is friends with Senator Magnolia, whose daughter also served as his law clerk for 2 years. This complaint does call for immediate action, as the plaintiffs are requesting to grant the House of Representatives a time extension to modify and submit the House records and to permit a House prosecutor for the trial. Immediate action is also called to modify the trial date that is set for this week, Friday the 13th. The Northern Marianas College fall semester begins on August 15, and registration is currently ongoing. Applications can be picked up at the Admission and Records Office, or you can download them online. Supporting documents must be turned in within 60 days of submitting the admission application. Students who may need financial aid can apply for the Federal Student Aid Program. New students will be required to take math and English placement tests. Schedules will be posted at www.marianas.edu. For additional information, you can contact the Office of Admissions and Records at 670-237-6769. It is graduation season in the CNMI. Elementary students will be moving up to middle school, and educators want to make sure that they know what lies ahead in their future. 5th graders of William S. Regis Elementary School filled up the ballroom at Road Resort for their Moving Up Summit. It was the first summit since the pandemic, and WSR Principal Lynn Mendiola states that the outcome was incredible.
We surveyed the students on what they want to be when they grow up. We surveyed them, and based on the survey, that's when we invited all these different agencies that match what they said they wanted to be when they grow up. And we're very grateful that the agencies agreed to come and participate, and it looks very successful.
Students had the chance to speak with various officials from different career professions who spoke about their work and what they do every day.
I learned that they mostly work at the Memorial Park, and they also do bird watching. Their main focus is education.
What did you learn in that?
What I learned is that being in there is fun and you get to travel a lot.
I learned about being a reporter and being opening when you're on TV or live.
I learned about how they had different jobs in the park rangers, and I learned that they have archaeologists and medics in the park.
I learned about never give up and work hard and to tell yourself that you're always changing other people's lives.
The summit was a chance for students to get a glimpse of possible careers that lie ahead in their future. The CHCC's Oncology Center now provides free cancer screening to all residents in the CNMI. It's a newly created program called Cancer and Associated Risk Early Screening, or CARES for short, and its goal is to screen for and possibly prevent common cancers. Nurse Mary Quinn Roskadal has been managing the Oncology Center since it first opened in 2020.
We've noticed in our Oncology Center that a lot of patients come in with late-stage cancer, and if we can get them in earlier, detect cancers earlier, teach lifestyle changes, diet changes that can help prevent cancer. Hopefully we won't see as many late-stage cancer patients coming in, and we can have better outcomes for everyone.
Currently, oral cancer is one of the top leading cancers in the CNMI.
We have better treatments for the oral cancers that you see back in the States. Here we're working on trying to find a good treatment for it. And we've made some progress just in the time Dr. Brett has been here in finding more effective treatments for the oral cancer here.
People who chew betel nut, smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, or have a history of cancer in their family are at a higher risk of developing cancer. This program provides cancer prevention counseling, vaccines, screening advice, testing, and follow-up sessions at no cost at all.
Prevention is really what's helping with cancer screening. What we want to do is stop cancers or catch cancers early enough to where they can be preventable. If you think that you may have a cancer or you are concerned about cancer because maybe you have a family history, being able to be screened appropriately and catching them early or figuring out ways to help prevent the cancer from it developing in the first place is really worth more than having the cancer and having to deal with the heartache and the challenges and the problems of surviving cancer.
After making an appointment for your free cancer screening, it's followed by an interview with basic questions about your current and past health condition, lifestyle, and family history.
Through that process, we kind of screen you, ask you the questions, and then we get the appropriate tests for you to look at if you're in those age groups. And I haven't had my screenings done. Maybe you haven't had a mammogram or you haven't had your pap smear. We will get those set up for you, and we'll get them set up for you free and make sure that those screenings happen.
If a patient has a first-degree family member over the age of 50 who was diagnosed with cancer, they may automatically conduct a genetic testing. They get a swab specimen sample and it goes off-island for enhanced testing. Other referred testing will depend on your current health condition. The Oncology Center has 2 nurse practitioners, 2 physician assistants, and 1 oncologist, who is Dr. Peter Brett.
One thing that struck me when I first arrived here 3 years ago was how much cancer was here on island, and how certain cancers there's really a lot of, like cervical cancer, lung cancer, oral cancer. And a lot of these cancers, people had them at very advanced stages. And, we do our best to treat people, and we have really state-of-the-art ways of treating people, but it's really hard to have a good outcome when people show up with very advanced cancers.
Dr. Brett hopes that the CARES program will prevent some cancers that may develop and also catch cancer at a stage that is much more treatable.
We've got 50 or 1,000 people or so here on island, and we're going to try and reach everybody, we hope. So we can do our best to prevent cancers from starting, or if somebody gets a cancer, try and catch it early when our treatment is so much more successful.
Dr. Brett acknowledges the support of CHCC.
It's expensive to get medical stuff done, and the hospital is very much behind having this program offered to everybody on the island for free. So we will bill your insurance if you've got insurance, but if you don't have insurance, it's free. If you've got a high deductible, high co-payments, you don't have to pay any of that. It's still free. So anybody who gets into the program for cancer screening prevention, it's going to be free, to really encourage people to come in for ways we can help them to prevent cancer and to catch it early should they get it.
To schedule an appointment with a healthcare provider for a no-cost cancer screening and prevention visit, you can call 670-234-8950 and ask for the cancer screening program. All right, coming up, a Zumba session at the Aging Center. Stay tuned.
I have a phone. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on phone.
Get live TV on your phone or any device with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch live channels or stream from your favorite apps on any device, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings. All for only $35 a month with your Link bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi.
Ooh, TV on phone.
Northern Marianas, rise up to the challenge! June 17th through June 25th, the Northern Marianas will be hosting the NM Pacific Mini Games 2022. Athletics, badminton, baseball, beach volleyball, golf, tennis, triathlon, ba'a, and weightlifting. Visit northernmarianas2022.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you to our sponsors, Joten Dadai Foundation, T Galleria, Tansu Lin Foundation, Elin Group, Northern Marianas College, IT&E, Marpac, Docomo Pacific, McDonald's of Saipan, Mobile Out Micronesia, Bank of Guam, Triple J, and more.
It's okay to take a friend or parent's medication. It came from a doctor, right?
Using someone's prescription is really risky. Taking any drugs for which you have not been medically screened is not only dangerous, but taking an opioid that was not prescribed for you is also illegal. Never borrow and never share prescribed medication. Your life and your loved one's life could depend on it. Talk to your doctor about prescribed opioids. Never mix with alcohol, and remember, never borrow, never share. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. In honor of Miss Menomco Month and Mental Health Awareness Month, one Tinian senator sponsors a fun activity that recognizes and tackles both cases. The Menomco Center was full of life this morning as dozens of senior citizens were vibing to the rhythm. The Office of Senate President Jude Hofschneider sponsored a Zumba session in honor of Miss Menomco Month.
We came up with this fit and shake, but a sit-down kind of chair Zumba, because we understood that not all Menomco are at a level of participation as others. But we wanted to be inclusive, so our Zumba instructor, Cos Castro, designed a program that was accessible and that was that involved everyone.
May is also Mental Health Awareness Month, and staying physically fit is one way to keep your mind in shape.
Our health is more important than anything, so let's keep our health together and improve together.
The Zumba session lasted for about 30 minutes with 3 rounds of dances. These senior citizens definitely loved the groove.
We like the exercise very much because it's very lively.
Oh, you know, when I came here this morning, I am not in the mood. But when I keep dancing, back to normal my feeling. Thank you, guys.
I like Zumba. I like dancing, especially cha-cha. But that's my number one.
All right. When was the last time you did Zumba?
I think 2 weeks ago, like she said. I really like. I hope every week we take the Zumba so we can, lose weight and be healthy too.
Everything I like, but I cannot join them because I have a pacemaker.
Oh, okay.
That's it. But I really like to join them.
I'm a dancer, but I'm getting old. I'm 74 years old now. I believe that it'll give me a feeling of, because I just came out from an exercise room back there, and then I come here and do the exercise. It really helps me.
Senator Hofschneider, thank you very much for sending this group to come here and wake us up, and that's really good because you're thinking of us, the Menomco here.
The Northern Marianas Tennis is looking forward to a strong performance in the mini-games after winning a number of medals in Samoa in 2019. Tonight we look at one of the players who is getting ready to serve.
My name is Colin Ramsey. I'm playing for the CNMI team.
Colin Ramsey, expected to play in the number 3 or 4 position, grew up playing tennis right here on Saipan.
I started playing tennis when I was about 8 years old. It's been a passion of mine ever since. I never really, went too high with that, I didn't turn pro. I didn't play in college, but now I'm back on the CNMI.
Ramsey previously attended Boston University and is currently training on island while he takes a gap year.
I'm excited for the competition. It means that I can really test my skills that I've built up my whole life against these players from around the Pacific, and I'm really happy for that. I'm really excited.
And who inspires him?
As far as tennis goes, it would be Coach Jeff. I mean, he really gave me the fundamentals of what I have now, and I wouldn't be the player that I would without him. He's been there since I was 8 years old, and he's still coaching me now. I'm coming off of a tennis training with him, and he's shown me a lot of support, a lot of love through the years, and I'm really grateful for him.
Men's and women's tennis will feature a number of top players from around the Pacific. The NMI with Colin Sinclair, Robbie Shore, Bobby Cruz, Colin Ramsey, and Coach Jeff are expecting good things.
I'm excited to show the people of CNMI, especially my family and my friends, and I would love to have them support. That would just make me play better, you know, having people around me that love me and support me. And yeah, I think that's a huge advantage playing at home.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere because we have more sports up next.
I have a tablet. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on Tab.
Get live TV on your tablet or any device with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch live channels or stream from your favorite apps on any device, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings. All for only $35 a month with your link bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi.
Ooh, TV on Tab.
Time to put down the sweet, lace up your sneakers, and hit the pavement. Join MVA, Governor Torres, Fit to Lead, CNMI Tourism Month 5K Fun Run, May 14th, 6:30 a.m. on Beach Road. Participants will receive a free t-shirt. And are you ready to raffle? Stick around for raffles too. Register today at Marianas Visitors Authority Office, CNMI Office of the Governor, online at the MVA site. Marianas, it's time. We come together to get fit to lead. Proceeds will benefit Diabetes Coalition and Run SIPAC, sponsored by MVA, Office of the Governor, Tan Sue Lin Foundation. Fit to lead.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537. Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
The 20th annual Hamney Charity Classic Golf Tournament will be held on September 17, 2022 at the Laulau Bay Golf and Resort West Course. The tournament will be open to the first 144 paid registrants. Registration forms will be available soon at www.saipanhotels.org or at Hamney's Facebook page. The early bird tournament fee is $120, including green fee and the awards luncheon. The fee increases to $140 after the early bird deadline on September 3 at 5 p.m. Showtime is at 6 a.m. and the tournament will start at 7 a.m. On Monday, we featured the adult version of the cinemized Star Wars Day Run. Tonight, it's the Young Padawans. Over 30 young kids participated in this year's cinemized Star Wars Day Run. It was held last Saturday at the American Memorial Park.
Take your marks!
It's called the 1 Mile Padawan Run. The route started at American Memorial Park near Micro Beach. Then it proceeded to the AMP flagpole as their turnaround point and back. These kids run very fast, as some of them made it back to the finish line in less than 6 minutes. Here are the highlights from the 1 Mile Padawan Run. After the race, Run Saipan volunteers handed out the Padawan certificate to all participants. The race will not be complete without announcing the 3 winners in Best in Costume.
There you go! All right, let's get a picture.
And here's what these kids have to say about this fun event.
2, 3,
Go-karts, off-roading, and the driving range now open at Marianas Trekking. Go-kart track will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays with 50% off when you book online at marianastrekking.com. Hours 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Use the promo code HAFA50 to get your discount. Off-roading is open too by reservation. Come on a 90-minute trail ride that is perfect for families. Book online at marianastrekking.com. Golfers, come practice on the driving range. You can even pay online, and we will have the balls waiting for you. Come see us weekends at Marianas Trekking, 323-8735.
Hi, I'm Dre, one of the personal trainers here at Goat's Gym, and today we're going to show you a Bulgarian split squat, a fantastic lower body exercise that should be a main staple in your training. Now, the first thing we want to address is the rear foot placement. Now, whether it's toes on or toes off, just find what's comfortable for you. The bigger issue we want to tackle is the height of the box or bench. You see, when you set up on a box or a bench that's too high, that inherently puts an aggressive stretch on the front of your hip. Oftentimes, that sensation will take away from the working leg, the leg that's on the floor. And when you start to add load in this faulty position, you're bound to run into some problems, particularly if you got some mobility restrictions. So Jamila's gonna set up, she's gonna descend with control, and from there just stand tall.
And for the KSPN weather report, mostly sunny with isolated showers. East wind 13 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with isolated showers. East wind 8 to 14 miles per hour. High 88, low 80, 79% humidity. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with isolated showers. East wind 9 to 14 miles per hour. High 88, low 80. The marine forecast, moderate trade winds are expected through Friday. Combined seas of 4 to 6 feet will slowly decrease to between 3 and 5 feet by Friday. East wind 10 to 15 knots. Wind waves 2 to 3 feet. East swell 4 to 6 feet. The sunrise will be at 5:49 a.m. High tide at 3:25 p.m. Low tide 10 p.m. and the sunset will be at 6:37 p.m. All right, folks, that is your midweek edition of the news, sports, and weather. Thank you so much for watching the Channel 2 News. We hope you have a good night, and we'll see you back here on Friday.